All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. Got something a little bit different today. Go ahead and subscribe, but the main thing is watch some darn videos. Even if you don't subscribe, come back and watch videos. It's more important than subscriptions right now. Moving right along. If you've been following the channel, you know that I've recently got a new hummingbird feeder, and I haven't fed the hummingbirds for a long time. I had one a long time ago and I didn't realize how easy it is to make the nectar basically. And when you buy them, they come with a little package of that red powdered nectar with the dye in it. You don't even need that red dye. So you can make your own nectar. It's all over YouTube. It's 1:4 sugar to water. Um, one quarter cup of sugar and a cup of water. And you need to make sure you know what you're doing. You need to use cane sugar or beet sugar only. And I didn't realize, but the sugar that I was buying is actually beet sugar. But I'm going way off track. So I started feeding the hummingbirds again. And you can go look up on YouTube and find out how amazing they are and how fast their wings flap and how fast their heart beats and how far they fly and all that. I'm going to add a solar fountain to my hummingbird feeder out there now. So there's a lot of different things you can do to make a solar fountain. I know you can just buy the pumps. You can buy solar kits with a solar powered water pump, put it in a tray of water, bird bath, whatever, and make little fountains. And for me, I found this one here online, and it was a good price on it, and it wasn't that expensive, and it's got a nice brown finish to it, and it's kind of natural, and it has one of those solar fountains. And I'll show you in a minute, but it's got a place for it to sit and everything. So it's all included in one. I don't have to have a cord running to my wall. I don't have to have a power bank, nothing like that. It's all included in here, so it won't be running my energy bill. It'll turn on every morning when the sun comes up. It automatically turns on and runs. When the sun goes down, it'll turn off. So for what I paid for this, I thought it would be a nice little thing to try. So we're just going to kind of do an unboxing today and check this thing out, and I'm going to show it to you. So let's get on with that here right now. Just see what it looks like and kind of go through the parts and all of that good stuff, and then we'll take it outside and set it up and get it going, because I'm ready to get this thing out here. I don't know if I'll be able to have any shots of the hummingbirds on this thing in this video. I'm probably going to go ahead and get the video going and make the video, and it'll be pretty hard to capture a shot of them on this. So it could take several days before I'll get that footage of a bird actually on the fountain. Again, stay tuned to the channel. Watch some videos. I'll probably have some shots of that mixed in with some other content of little birds feeding and splashing around on the fountains, because it's just so awesome when they get in there and clean themselves up. I'm sure they get so sticky eating sugar water all day. I mean, if you've ever spilled like sweet tea or something on your kitchen floor, it really gets sticky. And if you deal with the hummingbird feeders, that nectar is sticky too. So the birds get real dirty. They get real sticky. Their little beaks probably are sticky all the time. And if you watch them, they stick their beaks in and they wipe them back and forth. I think they're trying to get that sugar off of their beak. They're probably all sticky. So there's some tape on me. Speaking of sticky. So here we go. We're getting into this fountain now, and not real sure what all I'm dealing with here. So bear with me. I'm just kind of unveiling this thing. Now I will say right off the bat, it's not as big as I thought it would be. But it is a 10-inch fountain, so I mean that's about 10 inches. It's not a massive thing. I guess that's about 10 inches. But that's all it takes. I just wanted a little something for them to splash around. Now here's some nozzles, different settings, whether you want a straight spray or like a fountain that sprays out. You got some different nozzles there. And these are the little decorative birds that are going to go on the fountain. I guess I'll put those on there. I may or may not. They're actually kind of cute. I like them. So those have a place to stay, and they have a little, two little prongs that stick out on the bottom. We'll see how that sticks on here in a minute. But here's our fountain, and it's not huge, but this isn't a real expensive fountain either. It's affordable, but it should get the job done. We'll see. So now what I was saying is here's your solar fountain, and it's got a film on it, so we'll take that off. And you don't need anything. I'm sure everybody knows what's up with these solar fountains. There's our little pump on it. This is the solar panel. And what's good about this fountain, what I liked about it, is it has a little ring in the inside here that seats that fountain. One of the main problem that people have with these type of fountains is they'll put them in like a bird bath, and as the wind blows and everything, it floats around. Well, if it floats over to the edge of your fountain and you got it on a spray, it'll spray all the water out of the fountain and it'll drain itself, and you keep running out of water, and it happens like every day. So what's neat about this fountain, it stays centered right here in the middle. Now it's not a huge fountain, but you can switch nozzles and whatever, so find the right one that doesn't spray out. And we'll see how it sprays here in a minute, but it'll stay seated right in the center right there, and it won't go anywhere. It's stuck in there. If you can see that ring in there, hopefully you can, and that's important. So that's about it, I think. I don't really have a script today. I'm just kind of talking about this thing, and we're going to go outside and get it set up. Now I have a firewood round I was going to put this on, and the one that I really want to use, I'm not sure if it has a straight cut on it, so I don't want my fountain sitting sideways. And I got another one that I think straight, but that's that locust log I was going to make a chainsaw hard out of. So I don't really want to get that one rotten, but I could probably use it for a few days until I get to the wood yard and cut a new piece. I just need to take a log and cut a log. I'm probably going to get a log and cut it really high so that bird bath stands up real good. And right next, the feeder will be here, and then the bird bath will just be kind of right down next to it. So eventually I'm going to have a log that sits up real high, but just for today, until I get that, we're just going to set it on that locust wood and get it going. Now here's these birds, and I kind of like these, and there's two little holes. It looks to me like they just slide right in there. Yep, and they're angled all funny, but they fit right in there. I think those are pretty cute. I'm going to leave those. I actually like them more than I thought I would. Here, take a close-up look at these birds. Here, we'll get a whole look at the fountain there. So those birds are pretty cool. The lighting's not real great, but so there's your little birds. They're pretty cute. I kind of like them. But oh gosh! So for one price, without having to fool with making a fountain and doing all that, I just went ahead and bought this thing. So it also, there's a drain hole in here, so when it sprays up, it'll drain back down and go down into the bottom. So I think I've covered most of the things I wanted to say. If not, I'll do a voiceover and add any more details. I'm going to take this up and put it in the sink and just rinse it out and get any little particles of styrofoam and everything out of it. And then we'll take it outside and turn it on. I don't think y'all need to see much more. I mean, you pretty much get the gist. I'm going to just put this pump down in here and set this, and we'll choose a couple different nozzles. All I'm going to do is fill it up with water. So when you come back, we'll have it outside on a piece of wood, and it'll be running. You don't really need to see anything else. You can get the gist of that, and then we'll maybe just try a couple different nozzles. It's getting late in the evening, so hopefully it's sunny enough for this thing to work right now. We'll find out real soon, so stay tuned. All right, we moved outside, and I just wanted to show you how this pump snaps on. It did have a little red sticker on it. I'll peel that off here later. It's kind of stuck on there. I don't really have a way to get that off right now. Don't worry, but the pump just snaps on the bottom. At first, I didn't even realize that, and I just dropped the pump down in there and set the fountain in, and I couldn't figure out why I wasn't getting any flow. Well, you got to hook the pump up to the tube. So I showed you just a second ago how that snaps on. Now, I'm not getting any flow right now because it's after 7 o'clock in the evening and the sun is behind the house. So you can see here when it actually gets some sun, it does a pretty nice job. It's just the sun is so low in the sky right now. It's at an extreme angle and it's not getting anything. It's in the shade. And that hummingbird feeder is in the shade most of the day. That's one of the things, too, with hummingbird feeders. It's better to keep them in the shade to protect that nectar. And then you got your little fountains that need sun for the solar fountain. But anyways, you can see it gets some nice flow on it. And even when it's just kind of pumping like that right now, it's in the shade, it's still getting water movement. It's keeping the water from being stagnant, and the hummingbirds can kind of see that and hear that, and it might kind of help to draw them in a little bit. So it is still moving a little bit. And tomorrow when the sun comes out, it'll be flowing really nice. So I moved it over a little bit right here and just put it in the sun out in the yard a little bit, out in my backyard. And again, the angle is coming from way over the rooftop to the side, so it's not a direct, afternoon sun. And you can see it's getting some flow. Now, I took that nozzle off there, and I think that does a lot better. That nozzle is kind of a restrictor. It doesn't really do what I was hoping it would do and spray up like a fountain like 6 or 8 or 10 inches. But just that right there is a nice little hummingbird fountain, so I'll probably put a little perch in there and just let them use that and splash around. You are not going to believe this, but a little hummingbird just came right over here and looked at this thing and looked at me. That one right there. It just flew over here and was sitting right there flying, looking at that thing. I just put it out here, so they're going to like it. And now we're back over here in the shade, and it's a temporary permanent home, if you will. And I put a little twig of oak in there. That is just something out of my kindling pile, a little shard of some oak that broke off of the log splitter. And that may be too big for them even to get their little feet around that, but it's really textured. That oak's got a lot of texture in it, so they can kind of grab onto it. I'm hoping they'll like that. So that's their little perch, and this is going to conclude the solar fountain unboxing video. I think I did a pretty good job of showing you guys how that fountain performs when it actually gets some sun on it. It is a little shady right now, but tomorrow afternoon at high noon, that thing will just be flowing great, and I hope the birds get down there and find it and start really liking it. I'm sure I will let you know in the future if the birds are using it, and hopefully I'll have some footage. But I'll have to film it out of the window or sit outside forever and just wait for him to use it, so I don't know when I'll get that footage. But anyways, we're going to finish out this video now with a little hummingbird footage, and I'll turn the sound up and let y'all hear them buzzing around and everything, and that's just going to kind of finish out this little unboxing video. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. So lastly, I got a couple other shots of some other animals. If you've been watching the last couple videos, you've seen this guy before, and I can't believe it, but I'm letting this groundhog live here. He's getting fattened up for the winter, and I haven't found his den yet. It's got to be under my pallets of firewood somewhere. He runs, there's 2 or 3 places he runs to, one under my deck and under some firewood piles. But there's nothing in the yard, so I'm just leaving him alone for now.